Prior to the CCTG training, I was in sales. I sold construction equipment in the Metro New York area and in New England. I worked for a great company. I decided to get out of that and pursue other interests that didn't work out, and I was looking to do something a little bit different because the construction, as you know, construction has declined over the past few years, and I was looking to do something different. And I started looking at this because I actually tried to get a business loan, and I was taken for a ride by a broker. So I started researching the industry, and I started checking it out, and I mean, I did some thorough investigation, and I said, you know, why should I not do this? So I started looking for ways to do it. I was going to do it on my own at home, but it's just too much. So I started checking out different courses, and this one was the most appealing to me because some of the other ones were just, okay, buy this pamphlet and we'll train you, you know, it's $3,000, and we'll train you, you could train yourself, or, you know, but I wanted something that, I wanted a career. So this was the way for me. I brought my wife. I have no financial background whatsoever. In fact, I knew less. I was the dumbest person in the room at this current training. I was intimidated, and I don't get intimidated. So I was intimidated by everybody in this room, and I was overwhelmed of how awesome this course was. It gave me the opportunity to set up a business from nothing and create a great income. And there's a plethora of things to do in this business. It's never ending. Every day is like Christmas. So. I graduated the training at it was the March class 2011, the last week of March, I believe. So I've been doing this. It took me about a month to get the office set up and get everything going. It took me another month to, you know, get my bearings, figure out what I was doing. I did a lot of research after I left the course because I didn't want to go into this like not knowing what I was talking about. So that was that. The other companies just seemed like very vague. Like a lot of their information was vague. These guys had a great website. They were, you know, an hour and a half away from me. I spoke with one of their reps, and he interviewed me for about 2 hours on the phone. So he wanted to make sure that I qualified for what they were doing. So, you know, that said a lot to me. If some of these other guys that I talked to were like, oh yeah, you just pay this and we'll train you, and you know, no. So I didn't care what it cost really, but you know, it was well worth it, well worth it. I've been through a lot of sales training seminars over the years, and you know, product presentations, and like thousands of product presentations on construction equipment, stuff like that. And these guys hit everything. They leave you with so much information that if you can't make this work, that's your fault, really. If you can't make it happen, it's not their fault. Absolutely not. They give you all the tools to come in and set up a business and make money. Best I've ever been at. Absolutely. I mean, all the seminars and trainings that we've been through, this training is the most thorough training that I have ever had in my life. Oh, the lenders are great. I mean, and they're awesome. You know, we called and introduced ourselves once we got back to the office. That took a while because we meet so many of them, and you get a little confused on who you're talking to sometimes. But you know, it was fun, and everybody's been great. You know, we have great relationships with them now. I talk to a lot of them. A couple of them I talk to on a daily basis. So it's excellent. You know, the lenders are absolutely awesome. How would I rate the instructor? Well, that was Chris and John, so you know, I better say something good about them, right? No, they were great. I mean, they take their time. I mean, even with me not knowing anything about finance, they really, I mean, even after the class, they would sit down and they would go over stuff. And John, I have called John, ask him. You know, anybody can ask him how many times I've called him. I told him I was going to be a pest, and I was a pest in the beginning. You know, I'm calling him less now because I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit. But he's always there. He has never not called me back. He has never not missed a call. He misses calls, but you know, he'll get right back to me, or you know. But John he's our go-to. He's my go-to guy, and when I go to him, he's always there, always there. That was one of the most impressive things about this, was the end saying on their website, they tell you that, you know, they'll give you ongoing support. Nobody else would do that. Nobody else. No. I hoped that I would be armed with enough information to come out of there and do something with it. And I mean, blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. It went way above my expectations, way above. The commercial finance industry is a little bit of a learning curve for me because I had no financial background, none. I mean, I put my head in the books, was going through everything at night, you know, making sure that I knew what I was talking about. But now that once you're in it and immersed in it, it's like learning a different language. I was in Mexico for 6 months, and I learned the Spanish language very quickly because I was immersed in it. Once you're immersed in it, and you start calling people and talking to people, you're going to make mistakes. I made mistakes, but now that we're in it, I've gotten my first commissions, and everything happened just the way John and Chris said it would. I got commissions coming in now, and this course is going to be paid for very quickly, and we're going to be, you know, I anticipate, you know, earning 6 figures this year with this. And I had no financial background, none, zero. So if I can do it, people with a financial background should be able to do it. But then again, it's your business. Treat it like your business. And it's not up to John and Chris to hold your hand. You got to do it on your own. And you know, I spend hours and hours and hours on the phone talking to people. You got to understand there are deals out there that are just not deals. You know, you want to help everybody, but there's just times you can't. But you know, I love it. I tell my wife all the time, I think I was born to do this. I'm having a great time. I love coming to work every day. I love going out and getting on the road and meeting people. I have a meeting right after this. You know, I'm going to go see the local business owner and talk to them about a loan. So yeah, we're doing great, and I love it. And you know, good luck to everybody. Treat it like your business. If you treat it like a business, you'll make a ton of money. If you treat it like a hobby, you might make a little bit of money, but you won't get the experience that you need. Because people, when they're looking for loans and they're looking to, you got to realize that their business is their life. You got to treat it like a business, and take it seriously, because this can provide a great income for you. I used to make 6 figures with my old job. I used to do very well with my old job. I got out of that because I was pursuing a dream. I bought a restaurant in Mexico, my life savings, and I went down there and gave them all my money and ended up getting ripped off. No, really, I'm in the middle of a lawsuit with them right now. So I came back, you know, kind of with my tail between my legs. I had just left a great job. I had actually given my territory to my best friend, one of my best friends, so I wasn't going to ask him for it back. He probably would have hooked me up and helped me out, but I didn't want to do that to him. I want to put him in that position. So my wife, we have another business that we make, you know, we do very well with, and we were used to a certain level of living. So when we came back from Mexico, we only had one income, and it's been a struggle. So I was looking for something to do. We weren't used to having the cushion that we used to have. And this put us back, and once I got my first commission check, it put us back into the position to where, the pressure's off now. We're back to where we were prior to the crash, so to speak, because everything happened to us at the same time that it happened to the country. You know, we left here in November of 2000, or December of 2008, and in September, November 2008, that's when everything hit the fan here. So we experienced the decline just like everybody else, and you know, now that I'm making my own money again, the pressure is totally off of me. And my wife even says, God, you look so much more relaxed, and I can go home at night and just be more relieved and enjoy the kids and stuff. We're not worrying about, you know, money anymore. Just it's been a blessing. I don't know how else to put it, but I feel very fortunate that this came my way, really. So I can't wait to come here. I get up in the morning, I go to the gym. I'm at the gym and I'm like, oh, I gotta get that paperwork scanned into the computer and emailed. Oh, I love it. I love it. You know, sometimes it's a bummer when you can't get people alone, but I've been working with someone for 3 months trying to get them alone. It's just, you know, it's tough. It's all their personal credit. It's shot because they have a lot of properties that are underwater right now, and I would love to be able to help them. So what I did was I hooked them up with a credit repair company, and they're going to fix their credit. And once their credit was repaired, I think they already had something removed off their credit that was hurting them. So once their credit is fixed, you know, the only broker they're going to call is me, because I led them in that direction. I tried to help them. So, and I have a guy that's, you know, been calling me, you know, is there anything, you know, you haven't got any new lenders? You got anything new going on? Any new programs? And I love it. I love it. It provides a great living, and I can work when I want to work. I was just in Seaside Heights for the hurricane. You know, we left just before the hurricane came, and you know, I took a week off, and you know, I took some phone calls down there, and you know, set up some stuff for when I got back. But you know, I did what I even had a conference call while I was down there. My wife and the kids went to the beach. I stayed home, did the conference call, and I went to the beach. It was great. You know, it provides you a lot of flexibility because you set your own schedule. You could get as busy as you want to make yourself. You just got to advertise. You got to, you know, get your name out there. You have to, you know, buy leads. You know, do whatever it takes. You got to, you know, there is a little bit of investment you want to, you know, do going forward. So the leads that John and Chris give you $1,000 leads. $1,000 worth of leads, you know, definitely go after them. But don't do them all at once. I did them all at once. I got like 40 leads in like 24 hours, and I couldn't call everybody back as fast as I wanted to. So let's try and spread them out a little bit. That's it. That's another piece of advice. Just spread them out a little bit. Tell them that you want to spread them out a little bit. That's all. I didn't know. Yeah, give me all those leads. Yep. Got like 40 leads in like 24 hours. It was great. It was Christmas. I use my cell phone because I get my emails forwarded to my cell phone in the middle of the night. Ba-ching, ba-ching, because people search the web in the middle of the night. My cell phone's blowing up. My wife is going, oh my God, you're getting all these. So I got to the office in the morning, and a lot of them are on the West Coast, so I got to wait to call them. So it was fun. But you learn. There's a learning experience too that goes along with it. But I'm comfortable now, so you know, we're rocking and rolling now. So thank you, John and Chris.